How y'all doing tonight? Tonight, I'm going to start another real good brisket. This brisket, we're going to rub it down with some of this Dizzy Pig cowlick steak rub, and it's supposed to be a great rub for brisket, steaks, and stuff like that. I'm glad to get my hands on it. Got the brisket rubbed down with that, and I also basted it before I rubbed it down with some of this brisket sauce. It's like a, I don't know, it smells almost like a Worcestershire or something like that. I found it in the grocery store, real thin. I figured I'd put it on there and that'd help with just a little bit of flavor. So I'm going to show you what we got going here. See, I got the brisket, I got the flat separated from the point, with it set on top of the point with a fat cap up on the flat, fat cap down on the point. We'll put this in smoker just like that. I'm going to go ahead and get the master built loaded up with some charcoal in the wood chip tray. First, starting off, about 5 pieces of charcoal in the wood chip tray, no wood chips. Put it on about 250 or 225 and let it go and let that charcoal get going. And we're going to put the brisket in. Alright y'all, now that we're outside, I'm going to show you what I got. I got my master built chip tray I pulled out and I put some lump charcoal in there. See what I'm talking about here? This is lump charcoal. That's about 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, about 7, 8 lumps of charcoal in there. And we're going to put those in the master built through the front end over here and just let it get started with that. Let it heat these up. Oh shit. I'm going to quite fit. Anyway. I got them in there. I'm going to shut the door. Let those start going. Now that I got the water pan in there, got the tray with the charcoal in there, I'm going to go ahead and put this this grate in here with the brisket. Get that bad boy right there. Then we'll run my wires, my probes up to the top. Let's see what we can do here. Come over some real good stuff. I got my probes run up through the top, one in the flat, one in the point. Let's see, that's the flat right there. So I'm gonna put the flat probe. Look it up first for my grill too. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this, y'all. I'm gonna get this thing started. Like I said, I set this thing, set temp, about 250 for right now. Set time, and set that sucker up about 18, 19 hours just in case. So I'm gonna plug my flat in the dock 1, my point in the dock 2 here. Turn this thing on and let this go for about 10 minutes. Actually, I think I can go ahead and add a little bit of wood to this hopper here. I'll show you how I'm going to do that. If I can fit in there. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and fill this little guy right here full of wood. This little thing here. So I'm going to take him over here, put some hickory in him. Yes, sir. Little pieces of hickory chunks, little hickory stuff like that. I'm gonna put this down in here. And just turn it, throw it over them coals. So we'll get all that going here. We'll come back and check this in about 20-30 minutes. All right, y'all. Let's see, it's been about 20 minutes or so. We're starting to get that good smoke. I'll add some more wood chips here in about 10 minutes. But that's with that. Charcoal is helping to create chemical compounds in there that's going to really help us, in charcoal and the wood, to create a smoke ring even in this electric smoker. So that's what we're doing here. We're doing this TNT barbecue style. My shout out to TNT barbecue. Taught me about with the master build, putting this charcoal in there in your wood chip pan. So we got this going here. Come back in about 10 minutes or so and add some wood chips. Go ahead and turn that temp down to 225. Also, we've been on the smoker. It's been in the smoker for about 2 hours now. Basically, what we have, we're about 119 in the flat and 124 in the point. Interesting. So, what I'm gonna do, I've been adding wood chips, hickory, about every 30 minutes here. I'm just gonna go ahead, maybe add one more little thing of them, and I'm going to bed here. Like I said, I just let it smoke for about the first 2 hours. I had 2 more pieces of charcoal briquette there last time as well. How y'all doing this morning? This morning I got up, I got 1 piece of the brisket. I'll show you here on my grill too, read out. 1 piece reading 184 and 1 piece reading 201, which the 201 will be done, but I think that's the point. That wouldn't make any sense. I got one probe and a point, and 1 probe and a flat. So let's open it up and see. That 201 may be stuck in a piece of fat or something like that. So let's just see what's going on here, y'all. Opening up here. Oh yeah, look at it. It looks beautiful. All right, this is probe 1 here. Shoot, these probes are all tangled up. This probe 1, and it's in this point up here. So that's the flat reading, like it's done. So there's got to be something. I mean, not the flat. That's the point reading it. So there's got to be something wrong. Let me reinsert back over here. Let's see what kind of temperature I get. Yeah, it's falling now. I reinserted back here toward the back, and it's saying 196, 198, 195. Yeah, it's getting nice and soft, but I knew that wasn't quite done. 94. Yeah, I think it was just in a piece of fat. So, that said, I've got some of that brisket stuff from Allegro. Now, put in this spray bottle. I'm going to go ahead and give this a spritz. I think that'd be real good and help form a nice crust on everything. Oh, yes, sir. Yum. Good spritz. Close everything up here and let it finish off, y'all. Not too much longer. All my brisket's pretty much come to the temperature where I want it. I'm going to test it here with the poke test. Oh wow, look at it. Looks beautiful. Grab it and we're just going to give it a little poke. See how that just goes in just like butter. That's what you want, folks. Oh yeah, I'm going to get it out and wrap it in foil. But also, I got it rolled up in foil, and I got it in this bath towel. I'm going to put this in a Yeti cooler. We'll let this rest till this afternoon we get ready to eat it. Alright, y'all, the brisket is finally done, and guess what? I got new lighting out here on the back porch. What y'all think? Looking a lot better, man, than that little twilight we used to be working with. So, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, well, I had some stuff to do today. I had to run to the store, get these lights and everything. Did some wiring out here on the back porch, so it didn't really... I took my brisket out this morning. I put it in the ice chest, wrapped in the towel. And when I got home, after an hour or so, went ahead and I put it in the refrigerator. So I've let it cool down. I'm just going to slice a little of it up here tonight so y'all can kind of see what it, how it turned out. But it may, like I said, once it's cooled off, you're not going to see the steam and the juice running everywhere. I know we all love to see that, but that's just the deal. I'll heat some up and show y'all a little tasting. Actually, it's still just tiny bit warm. But look at that right there, y'all. That's the thing of beauty. You really just can't beat that brisket. Slow smoke like this one. I mean, this is a super slow smoke on it. Let's take this flat out here. I say this is almost still just a tiny bit warm. Put that over there. And have a little cut. And get that out the way. Cut this flat here. Oh yes, sir. Take this knife here and just cut a little bit off there. Look at that bark. It's formed beautifully on this brisket. Look at that, y'all. Oh my gosh. Cut a little bit thicker than that. We can. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at that beautiful brisket, y'all. It's still juicy. But even though it's cold, when you heat it up, a lot more of that juice is going to flow. Sorry about this table's kind of shaking. May have to do something about that. Look at that wonderful brisket right there, y'all. Oh my goodness. We're going to break some apart. and give it a taste. Oh my goodness, it's wonderful. Oh, that's some wonderful tender stuff right there. That's great brisket. And I love, man, the flavor of that bark with that Dizzy Pig cow lick. It's got a great flavor to it. Incredible, y'all. A1, y'all. Anyway, so happy about my new lighting. I know it's going to be so much better for filming out here, y'all. So, anyway, cheers, y'all. You got to try that Dizzy Pig cow lick rub. One of the best stuff I've had on brisket. I don't really taste the difference with that other stuff I put on there this morning, that marinade or whatever. I just, saw it at the store, figured I'd pick it up. But, man, this cow lick rub, man, that's some really good stuff for sure. Y'all, now let's take a look at this point. See what we got here. Yes, sir. Let's see where we start on this one. Start with some of this little thin area here. Just carve that up real quick and see what happens. I get it where you can see real well. Okay. Look at that. Oh my gosh. How tender that is. Unbelievable, y'all. Moist and tender. I mean, and this is still, like I said, this is cold. Now, usually when you cook brisket when it's cold, I mean, it's just like a rock. Because all that juice and everything congeals back. But that's still, man, that's still so moist, tender. I mean, look at this. Look at this, just coming apart like that. Beautiful piece of meat right there on the point. That Dizzy Pig cow lick brisket. Beautiful piece of meat right there, y'all. Beautiful.